Okay, so I'm Lily O'Reilly. This is Lily O'Reilly Reviews with my fancy new backdrop thing. And today we are unboxing, possibly reviewing, something from Motorbunny. So let's see what we got, huh? Okay, so before I get a bunch of comments, the hair has changed. I asked my hairstylist for Stevie Nicks and I got Show Poodle. We're working with it. We'll see what it does. Today, we have the package that I almost didn't receive. So, funny thing is, my mailbox is registered under my business name. Lily O'Reilly does not exist for the fine folk who keep my packages. So when a package shows up addressed to Lily O'Reilly, I had to have a very awkward conversation because the girl was like, "Who is this person? Why is this person getting mail at your box?" And I had to be like, well, it's me. Here's my YouTube. I'm doxing myself to people I don't want to dox myself to. It was a very uncomfortable 10 minutes. But we got the box, which is what's important. Now, this is part of Motorbunny's Bad Dragon collection, which I'm kind of hype about because if you know me, I got my start doing Bad Dragon reviews. It came in a boring box with a lot of paper. And we have received the natural purple large mystic bad dragon attachment for the Motorbunny original. And for a lot of you, this is going to be your first time seeing my bunny because I've never reviewed the bunny because the people at Motorbunny have not paid me to review the bunny. So the bunny just kind of hangs out. Dude, this is actually hella discreet. Like, I would not guess that this was a dildo. Let's see if I can get it open. Okay, so this one clearly comes from where we know it comes from. This is the Mystic in a large. Now, when they offered me my choice of size, I will admit, I did not know if this was going to be a Motorbunny large or a Bad Dragon large. Because this toy comes in two sizes. You got small and you got large. You know me, given those two, I'm going to go for the large one. So, I don't feel like I won that one. The small retails for $105 USD, the large for $135 USD. This is a surprisingly firm unit, but this is, of course, modeled after the Mystic by Bad Dragon, which is a unicorn's horn. It's got a really pretty light shimmer to it. If you look here, this part has the Motorbunny logo. Flip it around, you get the Bad Dragon head, so they are representing. There's some really beautiful, I think it's a locket. There's some lovely braided like hair details around the horn. It's a really lovely item. It comes in 3 colors. This is purple. There's also a pink and a white. They are all platinum cured silicone, just like all the Bad Dragon items. They are only compatible with the Motorbunny original. They're not compatible with the Buck. And the way they go on, I will show you in one moment. So first off, the attachments, non-refundable. Once you buy it, it's yours. The bunny itself, they do have like a return policy on, which is nice. Now, their Bad Dragon attachment collection includes Flint, which I think I have in like Toy, Aika, which is a tentacle, Orochi, and Mystic. They all come in a small and a large. The smalls are all 105, the larges are all 135. I like that it's consistent. They also have a dragon scale cover, which covers the pleather part of your Motorbunny, which, as you're going to see on mine, pleather is plastic. Shitty plastic. It falls apart. Pleather things are not durable. So you can get a dragon scale cover to put over your Motorbunny to protect your pleather, which I should have put one of their covers on mine. I just didn't. I'll probably start doing it in the future. And if you want to like go all out, then you can get the Motorbunny original, the unit, plus all 4 of their Bad Dragon attachments for $1,619 USD. If you do that, for the love of God, use my affiliate link. I would be so forever for the kickback. Now, I'm going to move the camera. I'm going to show you how this goes on, and then I'm going to test it. So, camera pivot. This is my Motorbunny. I've had it since before the pandemic, definitely. You can tell because with casual use, the pleather's falling apart at the front, at the side. Down the other side, it has completely shed its pleather. The top from casual use has multiple small bitey pleather dents. It's become discolored from some of the like cornstarch talcum powder I use to keep my attachments from getting sticky. Kind of is what it is. And I just realized my other attachment I was using earlier ate my spring, so I have to go get that. Hang on. Sorry. I was doing a custom earlier that required this thing, and it took my spring. So what happens here is this part of the bunny right here has a hole in it where your spring goes in. And that spring goes up and into a hole in the base of your toy to provide both stability, and you have 2 axes of control. You have the twirl, which as you can see moves this and goes to 11. And you have the buzz, which is this thing, and also goes to 11. Alright, so to put this on there, you look at the bottom. One part's going to be wider, that goes to the back. One part will be narrower, that goes to the front. This has like a little lifty pocket that scoots over this. Here, let me show you. Because this has space underneath it, you can kind of just fit it on like a pillow sham or a duvet cover. So you line the hole in your toy up with the spring on the bunny. Kind of stuff that down on there. You lift your front flap and put it over the front flap of the Motorbunny, which locks it in so it doesn't move. You take the back and do the same. The back flap is much smaller. So now you have your Mystic on your Motorbunny. Thing I don't love about Motorbunny attachments personally, and this is purely from an aesthetics filming standpoint, the little wings here kind of do a manta ray thing when it really gets to going. I find it funky looking. But real quick, here's what it looks like with the twirl, which can go all the way up to 11 and gets some movement. And the buzz, up, my bad, you'll probably only see here. See what I mean? It's got some power. But that is all I can show you for the right now. Huh. I wonder how I get tiny, maybe they're eyelash hairs. They're probably mine. All right, so I'm going to go test this. When I come back, I'll let you know what I think. And we'll compare it to Joe after I get back. So let's do that. I need measuring tape. So this is the point where I realized my best friend does not have a measuring tape. We have this. It's fine. So, Mystic, because they don't give us measurements on the site, is... Man, my hands are shaky. So are my knees. Usable length I'm gonna ballpark at about 8 inches. About diameter. I'm gonna ballpark at about 2.5. Downside to this fucking Motorbunny is it gets like black schmutz on my hands. Yeah, I did not wash that. We'll wash that after. So, this is the point where I pull out Joe. Joe is our statistically average penis. He is what penises are, the middle of the bell curve. So, Joe's kind of normal sized. This thing ain't. If you get the large, you are getting more than an average amount of penis by 2-3 inches, probably. You are getting more than the average amount of girth by 1/2 inch-ish, more at the base. The base is definitely thicker. This is, no, in general, Motorbunny, good, vibrates. This is actually a little bigger than I can comfortably take, which surprised me, because holding it in my hand, I did not think I was going to have any problems with this vaginally. But the size of the tip meant, plus, straddling a large object, kind of meant that I couldn't get my body angled in a way that let me tuck this behind my cervix, where it would need to go in order to be in my additional space. It can't fit into my vaginal attic, given the girth and the positioning. What worked for me was bracing myself up here, angling the toy backward, and kind of sliding onto the toy at an angle. That was great. Of course, if you already know that you like the Mystic by Bad Dragon, you're going to like the Motorbunny Mystic. It's the same toy. They clearly just swapped out the base to something Motorbunnyable, and I respect that. Now I am very curious what size the small is. I think in the future, when they want me to do these, I need to push a little harder for, no, I need both sizes so I can give a comparison, especially when the website does not give me good measurement data that I saw. I might have missed it. Now, as far as how I liked it, it's a good toy. It's girthy, the texture on it's great. It's got a really subtle swirl to it that you can feel, but that isn't overwhelming. The length is good. It's a good, it's a nondescript toy. It's meant for people that want all of the insertion of a dildo without all of the funky textures that come from monster toys. If you want that, go get the other 3 that are in the Bad Dragon. This is just good. You want the Motorbunny thing, but you want it bigger, badder, and prettier? Get this. You're not going to regret it. It's solid. Oh, speaking of that, it is physically solid as well. This is like a medium. This is not a soft. It does not really compress like I originally thought it would. It's a firm toy. You know what? I'm not even bothering with that because it's going straight to the sink. But yeah, that's what I've got. It's a good toy. It seems like a really good collaboration, and hopefully I'll be able to negotiate a Motorbunny review with the company before mine completely sheds its outer skin and moves into its next iteration. So, if you want to buy this from the bunny, I'll put an affiliate link. If you want to find me where I exist online, it's find.lilyoreilly.com, except for I had to take all the naughty bits out because YouTube's a bunch of Puritans. So now it's just, you get all of my safe for work stuff and then Google me. It is what it is. And as always, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. I will put my sticky dildo down and talk to you later. Bye.